Welcome to your Oracle slash Tarot reading for the weekend. I'm sorry I couldn't do this week's full week Oracle slash Tarot reading, but I wanted to catch up with you guys. So I will be doing a reading from May 29th to May 31st before we hit June. Um, so this includes today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Alright, so the cards that I will be using will be the Thoth Tarot deck by Aleister Crowley, and Healing with the Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Alright, it's a lot of intense energy. Alright, so for Friday, I get the Queen of Swords. Saturday, I get Princess of Wands. It's actually my favorite card. One of my favorite cards in this deck. And Sunday, I get Ten of Cups, Sadity. Okay. So for Friday, Queen of Swords. So this week, we've accomplished something. We're feeling somewhat gloriness. So I see us moving up. Like today, we're like the center of attention. We're like the star. We overcame something. Overcame in maybe some of you are well, a lot of people are graduating. I see. Also, I see a lot of people moving up in authority. Maybe moving up in your workplace, your working environment, or you're moving up in a state of mind. You overcame something, so even if that means admitting something to yourself, maybe an addiction or obsession or some kind of problem you had, that's still a big accomplishment. And I congratulate you for that. That's like the first step in the road to recovery, or just getting it solved. So I basically see that you're just moving up. It's a great energy. Congrats, you guys. Alright, so Saturday I get Princess of Wands. It's actually one of my favorites. Okay, I see you guys acting very childlike, innocent-like. It's a great time, energy to have fun, just to go out and enjoy yourselves, being, how do I say, the sunflower in the room. Just being yourself in a just being proud of being who you are. Or maybe if you come up with like a conflict, maybe you might have to battle it for a while, but you overcome it so happy. Maybe you're dancing, going out somewhat dancing, or just having a lot of fun. There's a lot of lights, she's moving. You're just having a good time. Very childlike. Alright, and for Sunday, I get Ten of Cups. And the energy looks great. Sunday, I see just a lot of fulfillment. You're just, how do I say, you're doing good, you've been working hard, and you're seeing the rewards coming from it. But don't slack off too much. I mean, you may be doing well. That may cause you to slack or may cause you to back off a little bit, but just remember to keep going. Just you're working, but just remember to just keep going. This is a great time to be with family and friends, just enjoying something with them this Sunday for whatever reason that may be. Okay, as you can see, we're getting way too many good cards. Not saying that that's bad or anything, but there was something up. I felt like somehow we're all like kind of being held back by something, I had to pull out another card just to be sure. And I pulled out interference actually, which is the Eight of Swords. And even though yes, we're moving forward, I feel like there's something holding us back, like there's still something blocking us. Maybe it's still because of Mercury retrograde. I mean, the past seems to come back and haunt us, or just, complications, problems with technology or something like that. Lack of communication, maybe we're like getting into like small little arguments that don't mean much, but in that present moment it does. So, interference, um, maybe you're moving forward, but yet your past is like preventing you from fully thinking positive, if that makes sense. Um, for example, if you had like an addiction or an obsession or some kind of problem or something that you were struggling with in the past, maybe it's come back and it's saying, or like an old lover or an old ex of yours coming back and saying, well, it's the lesson. It's like the lesson's telling you, have you learned this lesson? What have you learned from this experience? Did you really move on from it? It's kind of not tricking you, but it's like seeing if you are fine. Maybe it does trigger your buttons a bit. And maybe a certain problem you had, you realize, I'll never get rid of it, but I can manage it and I can control it, if that makes sense. For example, if perhaps you've had like an like a like an alcohol problem, it I think you'll always have it in a way. Something will always trigger you. You can't drink as much, you can't necessarily be around it as much, but you can manage your intake. You can control your environment. What I mean is, you can control where you are. You can't control everything around you, but you can control where you are and what you do, and the mindset. You can control the what you tell yourself. Good week, you guys. Just maybe it must be like the Mercury retrograde, or just some kind of lesson or past coming back to haunt us in a bit. So for the special card, I get focus. Focus on the positive side. Focus on your work. Like I said, maybe you might be having too much fun. You might be slacking off in your work a bit. But also focus on what you're telling yourself, because whatever you tell yourself, you create that experience. Maybe you've been programmed to always think the negative or always think the worst thing or whatever. Think about the positive side, because then you create it. It's like you're manifesting the negativity when you should be focusing on the positive and how far you've come from that problem or that obstacle that you overcame. You're moving forward. Be proud of yourself. Alright, you guys? So, I promise I'll do a reading for next week, the full week. Alright? Take care, you guys. Bye.